Hey everybody, Chris here, and I thought I would just offer kind of my overall thoughts on the Acolyte Season 1. I assume there's going to be a Season 2. I don't really know for sure that that's going to happen. Despite the fact that most Star Wars fans don't like this, I think the viewership was high because it was almost like a train wreck, right? Like you couldn't not tune in every week to see what was happening and what they were trying to accomplish with Star Wars. And I was always willing to give this the benefit of the doubt. Even after Episode 3, I did a review of that one that I thought was super cheesy and wonky, and I just didn't really like it at all. Now, having made it through all 8 episodes, I can confidently say that this is my least favorite Star Wars thing. And again, my goal, I've mentioned this before, my goal is not to create sort of a hate rage vibe on the channel. You know, I want to support stuff that's great. And when things miss the mark, talk about that too. This is something that missed the mark. And as a longtime Star Wars fan, I'm 42 years old. I've loved everything Star Wars basically my whole life. I just wanted to kind of dissect it a little bit. And I'm not going to get into specifics about the final episode other than to say, and these are minor spoilers, that they finally bring in some elements that I think longtime Star Wars fans would like to see more of, and maybe would even think it would be cool if they would have started a series with this, right? Maybe that didn't have these two twins that I guess aren't really twins. We come to learn as things progress on it. And if you've seen the final episode, you know which characters that are sort of introduced, or which specific character I think is introduced that really kind of stands out here. That's what I wanted to see, you know, and would like to see Disney kind of tackle more of the sort of long existing canon and lore that's alluded to in other Star Wars films and novels and properties and that kind of stuff that we haven't really gotten in live action form. We start to get a tease of something with that in the future, but I don't think we needed any of the stuff that came before it. The stuff with Osha and May and Master Soul, who was kind of a cool character. And I'll give this show props where it needs those props. This show has some pretty solid lightsaber battles in it. Like, I enjoyed a lot of that. Even though there was some Matrix-y kind of stuff with the final episode with lightsabers, overall, I enjoyed the combat they had there. There was even some space stuff happening here, space combat, and I feel like Star Wars needs more of that, actually more space battles, because that kind of harkens back to A New Hope, and that was one of the most thrilling aspects of that and other Star Wars films. But anyway, all of the stuff that happened here, this story, I couldn't care less about it, right? They end it in such a way as to make it kind of dramatic and to make you think, oh, what's going to happen now that X thing has developed with these two central characters that have sort of carried this show forward. I don't care about that. I just care about this one side character glimpsed briefly in the finale, and I just want more of that. That's all I want. So really, all that to say, the Acolyte to me was just subpar and not great. Like, I'm not going to hate on it. You know, I think people were okay in the roles that they were given. They were fine. I just think the writing wasn't very good. I think there were a lot of kind of dangling plot threads that I guess we're supposed to think are going to be addressed down the road, but I don't care enough about the main characters that have carried this through to this point to wait that long to see it, right? If they make a season 2 of the Acolyte, yeah, I'll probably watch the first episode. You know, I'm sort of, I guess, engaging in the thing that I'm thinking we shouldn't do to tell Disney we don't want this sort of stuff. I'll probably watch the first episode to see where they're going with it, but I really want just more of X character, right? The character I keep referencing because I don't want to get too spoilery that is in the finale and just a show focused on that. So to me, this is just, like, it was okay. I mean, before this, I would have said the Book of Boba Fett was maybe the worst Star Wars Disney show that we've gotten. This is definitely that now. I don't necessarily think it's a 3 out of 10 or a 2 out of 10, which a lot of people I've seen on IMDb and places like that are giving it. I don't usually give number scores, but I would say it's a 4 or 5. You know, just kind of ho-hum, like nothing really super exciting about it. And I hate it when Star Wars is bland, which doesn't happen often. Even if it misses the mark, you know, and tries something different, it can still be exciting and entertaining in that way, but that's not what this is. This was just not very well written, and it took a long time to get to something that I personally cared about. Now, other people might have found more stuff they liked here, but that's just kind of my take on it. So anyway, hopefully we've got more good Disney Star Wars stuff coming soon. I guess we'll see, but if you watch the finale and you're a longtime Star Wars fan like myself, let me know what you think in the comments down below. And as always, thanks so much for watching.